Well, hey guys, how you doing today? I hope everybody can hear me just fine. Um, Seems like I turned my camera on before I had my earphones plugged in, so bear with me for just a moment while I get my earbuds in. Again, I hope everybody had a great day. It's Monday, July 18th, 2022, and we are moving right on through this year, aren't we? Many of you know me, some of you don't know me. I'm Lisa K. Crawford. I am a broker associate with United Realty Group, and I help people buy and sell $1 million properties. And if that's not your budget, I can help you wherever you are, whether you're buying or selling. Today, I want to come on here and talk about some new laws that have gone into effect in Florida. I'm going to share my screen here in a moment to talk about a really good law that helps out many first time home buyers and provides down payment money, closing cost assistance. And so we'll talk about that one first. And then there's another law I want to talk about that might be more important to investors that they need to be aware of in Florida. So we're talking about some Florida laws, and I'm going to share my screen. Let's see here. I think I can do this. You can do this, Lisa. You can do this. All right. All right. So we're talking first of all about the Hometown Heroes program, which started June 1st here in the great state of Florida. Um, and let's see. So let's get into this a little bit. Wrong one. Here we go. All right, I think I'm back. Okay, so the Hometown Heroes program is a program that offers 50 plus careers in Florida, opportunities to come up with up to $25,000 in down payment assistance and closing costs. This is supposedly will help over 3 million Floridians. The income limits start at $120,000 and home prices at $420,000. So those are some of the starting limits. I'm going to read some about this, and there's a lot of information. So just listen to some of this great information and see if you qualify. An estimated 3 million plus Floridians qualify for home buying help from the state's new Hometown Heroes program, HTH. This is a program that's been backed by Florida Realtors, and we're going to give you some of the particulars on who can apply. Let me go down just a little bit here. It provides first time home buyers. And a first time home buyer is someone who has not owned a home in at least the past 3 years as a primary residence. It provides that individual with down payment and closing cost assistance. Buyers can receive a loan for up to 5% of the total loan amount, which is your purchase price. Or the loan amount is not necessarily your purchase price, but whatever your loan amount is, you can receive up to 5% of that amount to a maximum of $25,000. The money isn't a gift, it's a loan, but it's a loan that carries no interest and does not have to be paid back until the owner satisfies the mortgage. That is, you pay the mortgage off, you sell the property, you vacate the house, or you refinance it. Any one of those things that you do can trigger the repayment of that loan. But other than that, it's not accumulating any interest at all until one of those things happens. What you should do if you're interested in it is you want to talk with your realtors and you want to talk with your mortgage lenders to find out how you can take advantage of this opportunity for up to $25,000 in down payment assistance. It says here in this article that only lenders who are approved by the Florida Housing can participate. And that's about 240 lenders in this state. And they have to be approved loan officers within those companies who can offer that product. So you're going to have to shop around a little bit to make sure that the lender that you're dealing with for your mortgage loan is qualified to offer the Hometown Heroes loan. Okay, so that's basically the information on that. If you're interested, once again, you can check with your realtors. You can also check with your mortgage lender. Should be able to assist you as well. Let's see what this is here. And here we have, I think we have like a little flyer on this. Yeah. So it shows right there that you get 5% down payment. That's the total maximum loan assistance, which amounts to $25,000. It tells you here that this loan will be under the TBA, the Bond Alternative Home Buyer Loan Program. All right, some of the products that are available. Okay, and here's some particulars. I've gone over this, but again, it's capped at $25,000. You can have the money for up to 30 years at 0% interest, non-amortizing, no interest, no monthly payments, and you only have to, again, pay this back when the borrower sells, refinances, transfers the deed to someone else, or vacates the property as their primary residence. That will trigger the repayback. There are some additional, documentation that you will need. Of course, you'll need the application for the loan program. You're going to need a copy of your state Florida license or certification and a VOE. Now, this must be for the lenders, I'm thinking. Yeah. All right. So I was trying to get to the part about the different persons that can take advantage of it. Here it is right here. So here are the folks that can take advantage of it. I think there's over 50 occupations: law enforcement, firefighters. Let's keep going. Up under that, 911 employees, paramedics, educators. That includes, of course, teachers, counselors, social workers, career specialists, school psychologists, librarians, child care operators, child care instructors, registered nurses, LPNs, CNAs, home health aides, healthcare practitioners, including physicians, physician assistant, anesthesiologist assistants, certified medical assistants, a lot of them, acupuncturist, osteopathic physician, chiropractic physician, podiatric physician, pharmacist, dentist, dental hygienist. So a lot of people in the medical field right there. Speech, language pathologist, audiologist, nursing home administrators, occupational therapists or assistants, respiratory therapists, licensed dietitians. Oops, I skipped a few. Licensed nutrition counselor, athletic trainer, prostheticist, orthotist. I just like saying these. electrologist, massage therapist, clinical laboratory personnel. So a lot of different careers can take a place. Licensed medical physicist, optometrist, optician, hearing aid specialist, physical therapist, psychologist, clinical social worker, marriage and family counselor, and mental health counselor. So there you go. They don't have lawyers in here. Um, and they don't have realtors, but they have a number of other professions considered kind of like your frontline type of professions, frontline workers, people who are always out there on the front lines helping others. That's what this is meant for. All right. So if you want more information, again, talk to your lender about this program, which is the Hometown Heroes program. It's a lending program for first time home buyers, again, in about 50 different categories. So, so that's very interesting. And now I want to share something with you about another law that has come out very recently in the state of Florida. This is called Maya's Law. And this law was born out of some very tragic circumstances. So I'm going to share again with you. Oh boy, hold on, guys. I did that wrong. All right, so now we're going to be talking about Maya's Law. All right, so Maya's Law is a law which creates new rules which will have an impact on landlords, and it raises this notice of maintenance and repair. This reasonable notice requirement rises from 12 to 24 months. Boy, what did I just do there? Hold on. I'm going to have to get back to where I was. Sorry about that. All right. So, this particular law, Maya's Law, was signed into law for a young lady named Maya Marcano. She was a young Orlando student who was killed in her apartment by a maintenance worker who entered her apartment using an apartment key fob. Now, this law strengthens residential tenant safety measures, some of which may impact Florida landlords and property managers. The highest profile change that could affect day to day operations refers to the quote unquote reasonable notice requirement to enter a unit to perform maintenance or to make repairs. The reasonable notice requirement is now 24 hours. Before Maya's Law, it was only 12 hours. So, Florida Realtors is updating all of its contracts and forms to include, excuse me, a mandatory reasonable notice timeline that goes into effect. This went into effect as of July 1st, 2022. However, existing rental contracts that may contain the 12-hour notice must also follow the new 24-hour notice change through Maya's Law. So even if you're operating with documents that say 12-hour notice requirements, it actually has to match this law currently, which is now 24 hours. By signing this legislation, and I'm reading from the article, it says, we're making it safer to live in a rental unit and giving renters more peace of mind in their homes. DeSantis said in a release, Maya's death was a tragedy, and our prayers continue to be with the Marcano family. Of course, this is a great law because it helps to give a longer period of notice and may prevent a tragic death such as happened with this young lady. So, a few other things about this. It says, in addition to the reasonable notice change, it prohibits operators of public lodging establishments from offering hourly rates for an accommodation. It also directs applicable apartment landlords to perform background screening checks on all employees as a condition of employment, and disqualifies certain applicants from employment if they've been found guilty of certain offenses that involve violence and or a disregard for safety. I think that's a wonderful thing, because if someone has a background for violence and getting into trouble with the law for things like that, then that's not the person that you want coming into your apartment unit or around you. You don't want people like that that are potentially dangerous and violent. So I think that is a very important thing. It also says here, apartments subject to the new law must now maintain a log accounting for the issuance and return of all keys, and they must create policies for keys issuance, return, and storage. I like that as well. The apartment key log and background screenings must be made available to the Florida Department of Business and Professional Responsibility during its annual inspection of apartments. So that is Maya's law. And I think that is a very good law. I'm going to see if I can find the actual article on what the circumstances were around this tragedy. Because no one ever wants to deal with anything tragic like this, but we do learn from these situations. So this young lady, beautiful young lady, her body was found near her apartment complex. Apparently, the killer was a maintenance worker of some sort that worked there on the property.
When they discovered a body we believe to be that of Mia Marcano, about an hour ago, detectives notified Mia's parents of our tragic news. Our hearts are broken. I told you Thursday that hundreds of Orange County Sheriff's Office personnel were committed to this case and working very hard. Everyone wanted this outcome to be different. So why were we at Timberscan Apartments? So cell phone records showed us that Caballero was in or near the Timberscan Apartments on Friday evening between 8 and 9 o'clock. That's the evening that she was reported missing. And he was there for about 20 minutes. Nothing in the records indicate that he ever returned there prior to killing himself. As a community, as a sheriff, as a father, obviously we are grieving the loss of Mia. Again, we can't imagine the pain and anguish that Mia's parents, the family, the loved ones, and the friends, and really our entire community have gone through and will continue to go through. On behalf of the men and women of the Orange County Sheriff's Office, we offer our deepest condolences to Mia's parents, her family, and our loved one.
All right, and let's see just a few other things about this. Oh boy, let me see if I can turn this off.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places in the U.S.
Okay, so, all right, sorry about that. So I wanted to finish sharing some thoughts about that tragic situation with Maya Marcano. Some of the other facts in this article said that this person obviously had a key or fob to her apartment unit. And it's believed that this individual was actually waiting inside her unit when she arrived home. And when she arrived, she was taken away and murdered and killed. And so there was really no record, there's really no accountability, and that's why Maya's law has come into effect. So that's a good thing. So I just wanted to share some interesting things that's happening in the real estate world. One of the first things I just shared with you was about the Hometown Heroes program, which is an opportunity for over 50 types of employees in the state of Florida to receive down payment assistance and or closing cost assistance up to 5% of the loan value, up to a maximum of $25,000, which you don't have to repay for a very, very long time once you're in your home, and it doesn't generate any type of interest or anything like that against you. So when you sell it, when you transfer it, when you vacate the premises is the only time that money would come due. And hopefully by that time, your real estate has appreciated greatly in value, and it'll be really insignificant to have to go ahead and pay that $25,000 back. So that is a great thing. I think more things need to happen in Florida and across the country in terms of more affordable housing. We are facing a housing crunch in this country. Not everybody's feeling it, but there's a substantial number of folks, and even first-time home buyers are having a great amount of trouble finding properties because everything is just super, super expensive right now across the country. And, you have a lot of companies and corporate real estate companies forming that are buying up all the available housing stock. And it's making it really hard for first-time home buyers to be able to get into housing. So that's some of what's going on out there. And beside that, we need to keep up with population and, the need for more housing and affordable housing across the country. So there's that. And then the second thing I talked about was Maya's Law, which is a new law that when it comes to repairs and maintenance to tenant occupied property, that landlords have to give not 12 now, but 24 hours notice to tenants that they need to come in for maintenance and or repairs. And this is obviously designed to give a longer time period and more accountability so that tenants know, what's going on. They have notice. There's records kept of who has keys to certain tenants' units. All of these things are very important, and you can never take it for granted. And also certain types of employees, with bad records of violence cannot work in maintenance and, apartment management. So these are good things, and I'm very happy about that. And I'm sorry that the young lady had to lose her life before these very valuable lessons were learned and laws were put into effect to address it. Excuse me, just a little bit of a cough here. All right, guys, I am Lisa K. Crawford. If I could ever be of assistance, I am a licensed real estate broker associate in the state of Florida. I help people buy and sell luxury and waterfront properties. That's the area that I hold myself out in, but I will help and work with anyone. So if you are in the market and you're looking for a single family property, you're looking for a condo, 55 plus property, call me. I'm your girl, Lisa K. Crawford, 954-864-8950, real estate broker associate with United Realty Group here in South Florida. You guys have a wonderful day. I will be coming on more and more, sharing some information which is helpful to you in the community. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.